Hi, beautiful Libra. Welcome to a new era. My name is Emma. Libra, this is your monthly read. It's for the month of May, and I do apologize that we've already come in a little bit into May, and I usually want to have these up before the month starts. However, there's been an eclipse, and you might have felt it. I've definitely felt it. And so I've been focusing on just laying a little bit low, listening to my body, listening to my intuition. And now I'm back. So let's see what's going on for you, Libra, for the month of May. We're going to start with 3 initial cards here. 3 initial energies to see what is going on, and then just go deeper and deeper. And at the end of this reading, there's going to be an extension if you feel like you resonate with the message. And if you wish to subscribe and like this video, I would highly appreciate it. First card out. King of Autumn. Wow. Be assertive when it comes to what you know is right. Everything going your way. A good person or company to work for. Really, really beautiful. King of Autumn is your first card out, Libra. Second card. There's a dog, a German Shepherd. Second card and perhaps third. Second card. 3 of Summer. News worth celebrating, announcements such as weddings, graduations, or births, friends you cherish. This is so beautiful. 3 of Summer is like really going with the flow, going with the stream, putting your hands, doing a whole lot more than just dipping your toe into the stream or dipping your toe into the flood. This is like very much tasting the cake. If you've been with me for a while there, I talked about my cake, and it drove probably people nuts. I don't know. I just feel like it was such a good analogy to say, okay, we gathered the most beautiful ingredients to put together to make this beautiful cake, and like now it's time. It's really time to enjoy this cake. And here I just feel like you're tasting it. So you made it. You have had it in the oven. You have watched it get ready. You've taken it out, and like you're not just thinking about enjoying this cake, you're tasting it. We're having a celebration here. And I love how we have a peacock. So I don't know really what this is about. I have to be honest, I don't know yet. But this is, to me, like is a peacock feather. Like when the peacock just has their, if you've ever seen it, it's such a beautiful sight. When they have their feathers out, there's something with the color scheme that or shifting the peacock's color scheme. And again, if you listened to me before, the peacock for me comes out when there's a soulmate connection about to take place. There's a soulmate in the essence of you, or there's like an important connection that is about to be made. And recently, this peacock has more and more turned or morphed into you being the peacock. And that's like for the collective, not just for Libra, but like for the entire collective. I just feel like, okay, more and more than talking about this beautiful connection with this peacock, this is like you becoming this peacock. And not only are you becoming it, you're changing the color scheme. So let's see. I don't know what that was about. Let's see what that is about. Going deeper into that energy. And 3 is celebration, manifestation, creation. It's also 3 words that rhymes. Third card out is what for Libra, please, for the month of May. I cannot believe that we're in month May. Weird. And third card out is Princess of Autumn. Happy news about your career, promotions, or scholarships. Well thought out plans that go perfectly. Needing a little push to get going. So, and here we have be assertive when it comes to what you know is right. Everything going your way. A good person or company to work for. It's a little bit of the same vibe here. But it's not coming out at the same time. But it is a little bit of the same vibe. Princess of Autumn. And then the celebration and testing the waters, eating your cake, changing the color scheme. Interesting. So let's go deeper into these energies and see what we find. I just want to show you, like, did you see the German Shepherd? down below there. And to me, that could mean that you just have this beautiful companion in your life. But just what the dog stands for is just trustworthiness, loyalty, friendship, someone that's just really unconditional with their, have you ever had a dog or ever met a dog that you like had enough time with them to understand just exactly how loyal and how unconditional they are? And they have like no expectation, and they are such a teacher in showing us like what happiness is. Like you leave them for 2 minutes, you come back and they're exploding with happiness. You leave them for 2 days, so you come back, they're exploding with happiness. It's like they're just gorgeous. So can we just go deeper here and see what this is about? Why is this here for Libra, please? King of Autumn. We have autumn, then summer, and then autumn again. So there's a little back and forth there with the seasons. There you go. New beginnings. And the moon. 2 purple cards, which for me is all about your spirit, your spiritual connection. We have new beginnings and an upgrade of yourself, 2.0 version of yourself. And then the moon card. So we have that as a clarifier of this King of Autumn. So I just feel with this, it's a little bit, it's not forceful, but it's like, it says be assertive with what you know is right. And like the plans that you have is going to turn out exactly as you want them to turn out. Like there's something really going your way here. And we see that in the rest of the cards as well. Something's going your way. You're in the clear. If you've been working towards something, if you've been leaving something behind that doesn't serve you anymore, if this has been a process for you, Libra, like leaving a relationship, wrapping things up around a divorce, wrapping things up around quitting a job, I just feel like there's this journey. It's not so much about what you have been quitting, but it's about what you have now sort of taking care of, what you've been cleaning up, ending one cycle and coming into the new one. And you're in the clear. Like if there was a little bit left to sort of sort out through a divorce, to switching jobs, to whatever this has been for you, it's you're in the clear. Just want to keep hearing over and over, in the clear. So you're good to go. It feels safe and it feels sound. It feels like you're inside the box of safety. This is a person that's very, very confident and knows what they want and goes after what they want. And so there's this unwavering clarity about you as a person right now. And because of this, like we have new beginnings there and an upgrade. There's an upgrade of Libra taking place for sure. You're seeing a new version of yourself. You're really listening to what, like if you've ended this cycle, you're now stepping into this new cycle, this new path, and you are not rushing things. You're not jumping on to the next best thing or, but I just have to say, because you're so confident and because you're so in the clear, like you're it's just Libra. It's just plain and simple Libra. And Libra is all about justice and fairness and balance. It just feels like you're so there. Does that make sense? If you felt really, really stuck before, or just in this process forever, like not feeling like it goes anywhere, this is like the complete opposite. And I was going to finish something first, and I'm going to get over to the moon. What was that? In the clear. Oh, I lost the train of a thought. Can I please have it back? Right. Thank you. Not that we would die not having the information back. It just feels like this. I was saying, Libra is not going to jump into just anything or anyone. Like you're not just going to do that because of your past. It feels like you're a little bit, I don't know if you're hesitant, but you're definitely like, it's like, I'm not gonna, like, I know too much. It's like, you have too much wisdom under your belt. You've learned too much about this life for, like, it's almost like you're saying, fool me once, shame on, what is that? I never, like, I constantly just think of that movie with Ben Stiller in the night at the museum. Oh, it's just so silly with that guy. I'm sorry for butchering it. That plays his manager. It's just like, fool me once, shame on you. And then it just becomes quiet. And Ben Stiller wants to finish just say it's just so silly. So fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. That's the feeling here. Like, you learn too much to, like, you're never gonna find yourself in like a really underpaid, slaving away job. You're never going to find yourself in a toxic relationship ever again. You're never going to find, like, you just learn the hard way, or you just learn through life experience. Like, you just know where to never go again. It just feels like it has left a little mark on you, or like a little, like, it's not just that you're not just jumping into the next relationship. We have new beginnings. There's the moon energy there, and like there's something laying a little bit dormant or a little bit hidden underneath that we're like checking it out. We're a little bit, you're not suspicious, you're just so acutely aware, Libra, acutely aware of what suits you and what doesn't. That might come across as you're a little bit hesitant or afraid to step into new situations, or people around you feel like you're a little bit of a hermit, or like you don't want to participate in too many things. I don't feel that you're scared necessarily, or that like you're afraid of new situations. I just feel like there's just no, okay, Libra is justice, just justice. Libra is balance. Libra is fairness. It's just that perfect balancing act going on at all times, if we completely generalize Libra. And it's like you don't have it in you to do this again. It's just not there. You've done that, and like been there, done that, like not interesting anymore. And so you're just, whatever is being presented to you, it's so easy for you, and most, like probably 9 times out of 10, you're gonna have like the reaction is gonna be, no, you're not interested, because truly what you want at this stage in your life. However, it took me a long time to get to this point. However, because you are such a fair, like, because you're so in your element right now, we're testing the waters, we're like in the water, you're eating the cake, you're inside, like you're safe. You have this beautiful energy right now that attracts the people that went that 10 out of 10. I'm not saying that you're just being bombarded with lousy stuff, like 9 out of 10, because you're coming into this beautiful energy right now where the things that are being presented to you are so in alignment with who you are, that once it's like alignment, there's no thinking, there's no like, then it's just yes please. So it might look like Libra saying no, and then all of a sudden you say yes, and then it's like 100% commitment. Like, didn't Libra like last week just say, and you're not saying this, so this is the perception of you, But the perception is like, didn't Libra just a week ago say they weren't interested in a relationship, or they weren't interested in starting something new, like a business or a new career or whatever? Like, you're not interested. Even like going to parties, like you're invited to certain things, and if it's not like 100% like correct, you're not interested. Didn't Libra say that just last week? And then this week, they met someone and they moved in together. Like, what's going on? It just feels nothing. And then when it happens quickly. Does this make any sense? And I also want to say with the moon there, new beginnings, starting a new life, finding your purpose, or forgiving and compassionate review of the past. And then we have the opportunity to improve your plans. Listen to your intuition for accurate guidance. And boy, you do. Face your fears and grow stronger. So there's a little bit of like you're sitting on a little bit of, you're not complete, like you're not out there. You're sharing as much as you really want in any given time, if that makes sense. And I just want to say with this moon card, because there's so much, this eclipse really, it really affected me, and I feel still a little bit affected by it. Well, like 4 or 5 days before it even happened, I was just going into fatigue mode, and it just feels so connected. It should be connected to the next solar partial eclipse or solar total eclipse. I just feel like this partial solar eclipse is so connected to the next lunar eclipse, which is on the 16th of May. So that's sudden shift and sudden changes. So the moon is playing a big role here for Libra with the ebbs and the flow, which segues beautifully into this. There's flow here. There's no ebb. If there's an ebb right now, and right after this partial solar eclipse that took place on the 30th of April, if there's any type of ebb, that's going to come into flow on around mid-May. Around mid-May, like fatigue gone, lack of interest in whatever gone. This is when you're not only trying the waters, not dipping just your toe in it. This is when you're fully in it. You're celebrating, you're happy, we're swimming, we're participating. And there's something about changing the color scheme with that peacock. So what is this about, please, for a Libra? Wow. I know my energy get going, and then I get really warm. So we have Epiphany, and then we have embrace your inner child, new friends, and rekindled relationships, children and childhood. Joy through spiritual growth, be a light to others, answers that come through meditation. So this month, whether it's right around the next lunar total eclipse, or whether it's just in the month of May, there's this rekindling, this reconnection. And I feel like it can be a reconnection and rekindling with other people, a beautiful connection taking place in your life. What this shows and what previous energies have sort of spoken about here, I just feel like this is, just seeing something really interesting, but one thing at a time. It's just the connection with your inner child seems to be very, very important during the month of May, which means you're bringing your curiosity back. You're bringing your childlike behavior back. You might even, like if you have children of your own, you might be even feel way more playful. Like if you, in the past, your children or child have been asking you, like, can we please do this? Can we please do that? And you're like, oh, I don't know if I... And then all of a sudden it's like, yeah, that sounds fun. Sounds really fun. Maybe you even suggest things to do to your children, whereas they go, what happened to mom? What happened to dad? But other than that, it's bringing out this playfulness in you. Bringing out, and the most important thing, bringing out the curiosity. Maybe you weren't curious about life for a while there. You were sort of just going day by day. And during this time, there's going to be real insight. The epiphany is there. So that's like something is being revealed here. Then we have the moon. So something is coming to the surface that really serves you, that brings you to like a deeper understanding. There's going to be insight about something in your life that makes you, it's like a feeling of an unlocking the door, like getting the answer finally. Like there's the result, there's the answer. Can I just get a little bit more about the, what is that changing the color scheme? I mean, changing the color scheme could be that you have this epiphany, you're having an epiphany about something, and so it changes the entire outlook. It changes the way you've seen color. Literally could be just be, I feel with my more and more coming into my own spirituality and more coming into, I don't like that expression. I never say that. More and more coming into my alignment with my inner being. Colors do change. Like colors all of a sudden is like way more beautiful. Same colors, but they just sort of glow a little bit more. Anyway, the change of the color scheme there. I see also a butterfly that is black. So everything else in this image is just really, really beautiful and colorful and flowy, and then there's this black butterfly, and to me butterflies represents transformation. You coming into this new, we have new beginnings there, the new version of yourself, the 2.0 version of yourself, leaving an old cycle. This, I think this is your shadow work. Like maybe there are certain aspects of you that you haven't been like, so there's a big transformation and it's happening whether you want it to or not, and I think you do want it. There's just certain aspects of you, Libra, that I think that perhaps you have with like the moon, you put it under the rug a little bit. You haven't really been wanting to look at it. So if that's like some sort of stuff that has happened in the past and you just have been trying to just move on, and this moving on has, I am a strong believer that if you just really, really plainly just focus on the here and now and focus on your now vibration, you don't have to ever deal with the old vibrations ever again. But this is something that's laying underneath that is still somewhat active. And because it's somewhat active, it still affects you to some degree, and therefore it's good to deal with. And so I think that you don't want to just transform 95% of yourself. You want to do 100. And so there's something about this last little period now that sort of have you lingering before we make like a little flip into fully swimming. I think there's going to be like a little bit of like coming to insight. Maybe that's the epiphany. Coming to an insight about, okay, I just need to take a closer look at this thing that still affects you. And this could be like something that happened 2 years ago. It could be something that happened 20 years ago. There's just something we need to deal with. And once that's like up in the air, and just imagine Libra, to deal with this thing that was a little bit stressful or a lot stressful in the past, coming from an upgraded version of yourself to 95%, coming from an upgraded version about yourself, just imagine you looking at it from that power and that stability and that safety, rather than looking at it and wanting to deal with it when maybe your shift had been 5%. So it's like the complete opposite ends of that. So like there's nothing to fear here. Your spirit guides are with you. You're just so on the right track. This is such a right track. It shows how on right track you are. I'm just so interested in the, like, what is the peacock coloring change there? What is that about, please? Need a coffee break, people. Okay, why is that here? Peacock color scheme. It's like, I know it sounds cheesy, but it's like I want to say that I'm really proud of you, Libra. There's something about it like, I don't know if you, for a while there, you thought you were not going to sort of come to the other end of this, like in your life. And now you're through it, like you've been through a process here and you're coming out on the other end of this, and like you're so, like you made it. And not only did you make it, you sort of have turned into this you're this most gorgeous butterfly yourself. You just need to look a little bit on the last 5% of that shadow side of you, and like you're home free. And who can say that? Changing the color scheme of the peacock. So that is you. Positive movement forward, number 8, with intuition. Number 2, which is you. That's balance. So changing the color scheme. This is just you. Okay. It's more to that. It's more to that color scheme thing there. I'm just not getting it right now. Like I can't sort of grab it or reach it. It's talking about you. So it's not so much about another person, it's you. It's you changing the course. You're listening, you're taking your, this is very, very, very important. You're not taking your cues, your guidance, your insights from the people around you, from the outer parts of you. You're taking your guidance, you're taking your cues from your inner being. What a different story and what a different guidance. Because your inner being is a part of you. So you're going to go in the direction that you want. And it's positive movement forward. This is like sailing off into the sunset, or this is sailing off into the sunrise. And it's number 8. So this is like reclaiming your power and strength. And this is the this is the Princess of Autumn. So we just want to clarify that. Happy news about your career, promotions, or scholarships. Well thought out plans that goes perfectly. Needing a little push to get going. And this is the only thing the only thing I think that the reason is why you need a little push is because you've been in this, either like wrapping up the old cycle or being, there's a little fly there, being in this process in between for such a long time that you just need a little nudge to get into to understand and to see yourself and to picture, like visualize that you are now in the new, you're the new you now. You're in the new now. Now. Okay, clarifying the Princess of Autumn. Why is that here for Libra, please? Ooh. Okay, it's just summoning everything up. We have 5 of Gabriel. We're getting that final puzzle piece that makes everything just fall into place. We're overcoming obstacles, overcoming, like if there's been any type of, hurdles as well, but like conflicts and anything, you're overcoming it. I see, and this might just be for like 1 or 2 people. I see contracts are being signed in your favor. Like you like to sign this contract, whether that is like to sell a house, to buy a house, to end a divorce, to start a divorce. You can sign contracts. This contract is something you want, and you're going to be so happy once this is signed. Like that closes, it just frees you up. It's really beautiful. Overall, this is just getting the final puzzle piece to just have things fall into place. And we talked about this over and over again, the World card. That's ending a cycle and coming into the new. A very happy ending, coming full circle, spiritual growth and insight. It sort of just sums everything up here. So this is talking about what we talked through the whole reading, about you ending the cycle, being in the process of wrapping things up and now coming into the new. So there's a beautiful, beautiful new beginning starting to take place there with Michael. You could have strong connections to Michael right now. And then you can mast. You can mast anything you want. You can manifest the life you want. What you need will magically appear. Successful beginnings. Number 1, the Magician. This is you taking control. This is you steering your path exactly in the right direction and in the direction of what you want. I know this is a little bit of a longer message here today, but that's the message that came through. We're going to go into the meditation. I don't know what's with my words today. We're going to go into the extension and see what else we can find here. This is such a beautiful, like, new beginnings, new start, upgrade of yourself, Libra. And if you've been in fix-it mode, process mode for like such a long time, this is when the beauty starts. Like, this is your time. This old cycle has ended. So let's see what we find in the extension if you're interested. 2 links to that in the description box down below. Read about them, see whatever fits you better. If not, thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate you coming here, spending your time on these videos. Please subscribe and like the video if you don't mind, if you resonate with these messages. Thank you so much, guys.